Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Blaugrana Planet. And today, guys, we will cover the conditions that Xavi Hernandez will be placing on the table on a nearby meeting with Joan Laporta. And in this meeting, they will cover the conditions for Xavi Hernandez to stay for one more season in Football Club Barcelona. Also, in this video, we will cover the possible departure of Frenkie de Jong, because a lot of money involved, and also a performance this season that is not quite to his level. All today in this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Make sure to smash the likes, and today, guys, let's get it going. It seems that Xavi Hernandez would be open to staying in Football Club Barcelona after a long meditation, after, of course, saying himself publicly that he would be departing by the end of the season. Well, it seems that after the elimination of the Champions League, Mr. Joan Laporta was kind of sure that the replacement of Xavi Hernandez was going to be Rafa Márquez, because we know that there are other possibilities, such as Hansi Flick, for example, that was sounding a lot. But Joan Laporta wasn't certain about Hansi Flick, and instead of taking the risk, he was betting on Rafa Márquez until Mr. Xavi Hernandez decided to take a turn. It seems that Xavi Hernandez would be really considering to finally stay in Football Club Barcelona after an improvement on the team, after possibly seeing a positive third season in Football Club Barcelona with the current team, and maybe some arrangements that, of course, he's going to be demanding to Joan Laporta himself. The situation right now is Xavi Hernandez has had several talks with Deco, together also with Joan Laporta, but not an official meeting yet. Basically, Xavi Hernandez and Deco are discussing about the project of next season, which is, of course, going to be important. The issue is that Barcelona is still in financial struggle. We all know this. We all know that Real Madrid will reinforce themselves with Kylian Mbappe. We all know that a lot of teams in Europe, most of the teams in Europe, will reinforce themselves with a lot of money invested, hundreds of millions potentially. But Barcelona is not in the situation of the one-to-one in the financial fair play, which means if you sell one player for €1, right now you need to sign a player for €0.50. Basically, we are not in the one-to-one ratio yet in terms of financial fair play, because of La Liga rules. They're very tight. This puts Barcelona in a situation where we cannot really sign big players unless we fix it economically. And this is, of course, linking to my second point of the video, which we're going to talk in a second, is the fact that Frenkie de Jong could be in the exit ramp for this transfer market this summer. But of course, Xavi Hernandez is not has not taken the decision 100% yet to stay in the club. And in fact, there's going to be a meeting alongside Joan Laporta and, of course, Deco himself, a meeting that will take place in the next few days, where they're going to end up taking a decision, a final decision, which could be made public in the following weeks, possibly months, of course, possibly at the end of the season, most probably. The situation right now is that Xavi Hernandez wants to get the word of Laporta that there will be maybe some improvements in the squad, possibly a pivot player to replace Oriol Romeu. Of course, the mythical replacement of Sergio Busquets, which has not been addressed correctly during this season. And on the other side, a winger that can give us some depth. Right, so right now we have Ferran Torres, we have thank God to Lamine Yamal, but we're really missing a replacement of Dembele, not a natural replacement coming from La Masia, an organic replacement that was Lamine Yamal, but somebody else that could give us that menace, that really depth in the other wing, together with Lamine Yamal. Rafinha has been doing a very good job, but Xavi Hernandez will be demanding these two signings. However, Xavi Hernandez understands the economical situation of the club. He understands that we are broke right now and that Laporta is doing everything possible to get the financial fair play back on the one-to-one rule in order for us to make important investments. And Xavi is also willing to make an effort, understanding that if he leaves, the replacement wouldn't be as good as him. And Xavi is a real culé. He understands everything that's going on. He knows that the team has improved a lot and right now sees a green future, at least for one more year, because Xavi has one more year of a contract. The situation is that right now, if Xavi leaves, Barcelona would have to stick to Rafa Márquez or Hansi Flick, and these two options are certainly not attractive for Joan Laporta. And if he had to pick one, he would pick Rafa Márquez because it would be a temporary option. Why does Laporta want a temporary option rather than Hansi Flick? First of all, because of course Hansi Flick is not certainly the best coach for Barcelona. He doesn't speak Spanish, he barely speaks any English. How would he communicate with the players, the youngsters, etc.? Rafa Márquez doesn't have much experience, but we need to hold one more year. Why do we need to hold one more year? This is why, guys. This is the reason why we need to hold one more year, and Laporta is looking to hold one more year. In the next summer, not this summer that's upcoming, the next one, after this season that's upcoming, so the next one, Arteta, Guardiola, Luis Enrique, and Jurgen Klopp would be available. When I say available, is that Mikel Arteta, Guardiola, and Luis Enrique will end up their contracts. Unless they renew their contracts in the next few months, they will be free agents. In terms of Jurgen Klopp, he said himself that he was leaving for a free year, a year or no working. So I guess that after a year of vacations, he would be available still. Therefore, this is the situation, guys. If we wait one more year, we have these coaches available. Now you tell me, you prefer Hansi Flick or Rafa Márquez? Or Xavi Hernandez one more year and you get in the future one of these coaches? I'd say the biggest chance for us is to wait one more year. And it seems that Xavi Hernandez understood the situation. In the next few weeks, we will publicly know. And most probably in the next days, there will be the meeting that will define everything. Xavi Hernandez, please stay, my friend. Please stay, because the alternative is not as good as you are. We need you to hold one more year. You're doing an okay job, my friend. I know. The only issue with Xavi Hernandez is that he is stressing too much. He's suffering a lot. Being a real culé and being the coach of this team must not be easy. Must be very, very hard. By the way, let me know what you guys are thinking and smash the likes and let me know where you guys are tuning in from, because it's always great to know. And if you had to pick from any of these four coaches on screen, let me know who would you pick. And let me tell you, Pep Guardiola would be very, very hard. Very, very hard. I don't think Pep Guardiola will ever coach Football Club Barcelona again. I doubt it. I see high probabilities on Arteta. I like the guy. He's gonna come easily. Or Luis Enrique. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about the future of Xavi. Let me know about his possible replacement. Let's now talk about Mr. Frenkie de Jong. Because, you know, yesterday I made a video, or the day before yesterday I made a video talking about Frenkie de Jong being a passing merchant, taking the ball from one side, moving it to the other. This is all he does. Well, of course, Frenkie de Jong provides much more to the team. The issue is that Frenkie de Jong, under a Bartomeu contract, is earning plus 20 million euro per season before tax. That's an incredible expenditure for the club right now. And certainly, Barcelona are looking to cut expenses in order to get back onto the one-to-one financial fair play rule. And it is true, it is certain, guys, that we have seen youngsters coming out from La Masia with incredible level. For example, not too far, Fermín López. Fermín López is playing at a tremendous level, and you can see the desire, you can see the rage, you can see the technical ability, you can see the vision, you can see the goals, you can see everything on Fermín López, and he's earning a tenth of what Frenkie de Jong is earning, or even less. Therefore, Barcelona really are considering possibly making a move with Frenkie de Jong, because it's not only the price tag that you can get for the player, 80, 90 million euro for him, but it's also the salaries that you're saving, and he's earning a tremendous amount of money. Even though we renew the player with a new salary, it wouldn't be too far away from what he's earning now, you know. And Barcelona need to clean these kind of situations. We need to fix the situations. The financials are not great, and if we need to make a sacrifice, guys, a real sacrifice, I think it would have to be players like Frenkie de Jong, because I look at anywhere else and there's no other such a profitable transfer out of the team. You can say Rafinha. I think Rafinha is doing a spectacular job, scoring most of the goals for Barcelona lately. You can say Ferran Torres. Nobody's going to pay for the guy an important amount of money. The money that we paid, for example, to Man City, which was 55 million euros. By the way, we're still paying for Ferran Torres, which means if we get money from Ferran Torres, most of it will go to Man City. It's not a profitable deal, guys. It's not. You say Pedri, I don't think we could sell Pedri. Pedri, we made a good profit on him, and you know, a Spanish player, I think he can do great, Pedri, unless the injuries, you know, fix him. And he has a lot of vision. Pedri has the last pass. It's magic. Frenkie de Jong, I'm not seeing that too much, you know. I think Pedri is more like Gundogan, for example. But Frenkie de Jong is more of a passing player, which you can have Fermín López for that. Not even Fermín López. Fermín López is also like similar to Gundogan. It's more of a forward player. Of course, Gundogan is way more talented. He has a passing vision much better, but I think that Barcelona could easily find somebody that to replace Frenkie de Jong, maybe not at the same level, but certainly with good qualities to support the team and equal somewhat the performance of the player. And earning a tenth of what Frenkie de Jong is earning. This is the situation. Reason why Barcelona are really considering his departure. Of course, the player is not going to want to leave. We know Frenkie de Jong is very comfortable. Right now, just had a baby, he's a very happy father, and he's earning millions and millions of euros. And he's in a great city, in a great club, in the club of his dreams. Unfortunately, the financial situation makes us take hard decisions. And Frenkie de Jong will be on the eye of the tiger, most probably. And we will see in the next few weeks. But anyways, guys, this was all for today. Today is San Jordi. Let me know what you guys are thinking on the comments down below. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and leave a big like. And especially, let me know if Xavi ends up staying. Let me know which option would you pick from the 4 options that I gave you. And now, and as I always say, Visca el Barça, Visca Catalunya, and see you in the next video. Vamos.